here and now form. You know what I want to say. But they probably put it into a force form. Direct connection to Judaism, the dark force. And, I mean, how does this connect to maybe modern-day Wicca or, some other areas of metaphysics in general? Well, because the horn god, yeah, you have, the horn god could represent lust and all that. But, I mean, truthfully, he does, in a way, represent, the dark side of mankind. Because there's always got to be a balance. And if that balance exists in the whole concept of Wicca, especially the dualistic form of Wicca, I'm not talking about the Dianic form where there's just a goddess. I'm talking about the dualistic form of Wicca. Then he is the dark side of nature. Death, chaos, destruction, winter, that sort of thing. And there you go. There's the connection with Satan, because a lot of Christians in their mindset, even though I'm sure the Bible doesn't have anything hardly of Satan representing winter or chaos, that sort of thing, but I think in a lot of Christian minds that Satan does represent that. If they were to go and put symbology to it, which they usually don't do, but if they were, then they'd connect all those things with Satan, I would think. And so in their mind, they're thinking, oh yeah, okay, the horn god of Wicca or what have you, Pan, that sort of thing, is connected with Satan. I think that's where the connection exists. It's kind of like an unsubstantiated area of how people think. It's not really justified, in other words, but yet people are going to think that because they don't have enough knowledge. And maybe some people, and I'm not just batting at Christians, okay, it does exist in Christianity, but it even exists in paganism and Wicca, that sort of thing. You will get people who really are not educated. They go out there, oh yeah, I know this. We've all seen people like this on YouTube, okay. Oh yeah, I know this, I'm going to create videos, that sort of thing. I'm not really batting at anybody in general. I'm just saying that you get people like that. And then they kind of they jump at the guns. That's what I want to say. They jump at the guns. And I think that sometimes that's what happens with the connection between Pan and the devil. To me, they are not one of the same. To me, they are totally different. If Satan exists, if the devil exists, I believe he exists as a different kind of dark form. I believe that Satan exists as basically a force, but a different force that is created because of people. So many people believe in Satan and that he can exist. Suddenly, all of a sudden, you do get this. And in certain kind of ceremonial magic, they believe that even a person has the power to create illusions, and these illusions are entities. Well, what if you get a mass amount of people believing in this? Then wouldn't the entity come into life, so to speak? I mean, wouldn't it? Sure it would. Think about it. If this is all power of the mind, which I believe a good amount is, I believe maybe even reality is, then it has to do with the believers and the grand amount of people who believe in Satan. That's what's making Satan exist.